my goodness, the smell. Yeah, honeysuckles. Yeah, I'm picking them. They make really, really good tea. And I actually use them like if we got sick. I know back, I'm not sure if it was last year or a year before, me and my mom got really sick, and I fixed us tea. And all I'm taking is that part. You don't use the leaves. I never use the leaves. I think they might be poisonous, but I don't know for sure, so don't hold me to it. And always check with your doctor before you go using anything herbally. You know, we used to pull that center. We would pick them like so, like that, and we'd break off that center and pull that through, and there's a little drop of honey or nectar. Not honey, but you know, that's what we called it. And oh, it was so sweet. But yeah, that's what I'm out here doing. I'm picking. I got a long ways to go, see, but I got quite a few here, quite a few there, and I got a little watcher over there. There's a little cat that is watching me, a little stray cat. He just went up through there. Yeah. And right there, look, old time. That's what my grandma. They used to call it grandma's old timey turnip salad. And they would pick it when it was really young. It's got that purple flower. I don't know what it's called botanically, but they would pick it when it was really young and use it. So yeah, if you know what it is, put it in the comments. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna actually look that up. I think I'm gonna look it up and see for myself if I can find it. Because I know that's not. That's what they called it. Was grandma's old timey turnip salad, and they'd pick it when it was really young leaves and use it, but you see that's already bloomed. It's going to seed, and them leaves look pretty tough. But yeah, I'm out here picking some of this honeysuckle to make some tea. So that's what I'm doing. Hope you're having an awesome day, and have ate you something. Took your vitamins. Whoops, I lost a leaf. Or not a leaf, a bloom. Now, you can also use these to make jelly and other, you know, things as well. I just got done picking a bunch of my favorite rose to use to make my rose jelly. And rosebud salve and anything, you know, usually if I make anything that's rose related, I use that certain rose. I really like that rose. So that's one of my grandma's old roses. But that's my go-to for making rose water or rose oil or rosebud salve or rose jelly, which rose jelly is an acquired taste. I mean, some people do not even like it because when you open up a jar of it, mine will smell like roses. I mean, beautiful roses. It's going to have that scent. So yeah, but yeah, I've also used honeysuckle to do different things as well. Too. But I also like it for tea, especially if you're sick. It works really well for that, or it did for us. So I always tell people though, you know, in my opinion, herbs may do something for somebody, may not do it for somebody else. I mean, that's what I've noticed, you know. Some people will say one thing and then I'll use an herb and it may not help me with that, but it may help me with something else. I'm getting there. But yeah, because I like to use a lot of herbs in my Bath and Body products. Like my creams, even my soap. I like to use like herbal oils, herbal infused oils and such. And I'm just making sure I don't get any leaves. I don't want no leaves, because it's, like I said, I don't use that. I think it might be bad. I'm not sure though. You can let me know if you know. But that's what I'm up here doing. Picking. I'm picking. That one's got a little bit more green on it than I want. Okay, I got it off. But yeah, now's the time to, collect your stuff if you're going to be drying it to do teas or whatever else. But do be careful, there is poison oak and ivy that's just everywhere. Yeah, everywhere, waiting to just jump on you. I know it likes to jump on me, and I can't stand it. So I try to stay away from it as much as possible. Now is not the best time for me to be up here picking this, because I know there is oak and ivy around, but I seen it and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to pick that. But yeah, if you've got any honeysuckle on your property or such, it can be a big nuisance, if it gets where you don't want it to. But if you've got any, and you can pick those blooms, do a little research on that and see if you think you can benefit from it. Or if you're on medication, talk to a doctor though. Talk to your doctor, because a lot of times herbs can interact with medication and people don't even realize it. So do be aware of that. But I always try to, if I don't know something about an herb, I'll try to figure it out or look it up, or because some of them I know and some of them I don't. That's just the way it is. And I'm not taking them all, so there's going to be plenty here for, the critters, the flying creatures to have. There's enough for me and them. Yeah, I thought I would just do a little video and show you what I'm doing at the moment. Yeah, I gathered up some sour grasses as well. Oxalis, wood sorrel, that's another name for it. Gathered up some of that. I really like that stuff. I like it majorly. I use it in a lot of my products, plus for tea and salves. I really like that. I feel like it's a really good herb that people really need to research on, to be honest with you. Whoops. That will give you a tongue there, didn't I? But I'm going to get off of here and end the video, because look, I've got my bowl getting there, and I will talk at you later.